What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. Yes, it's a Thursday night, but it's a good night because we have a special guest that's joining us tonight, ZULEE. She's a model. She's a brand ambassador. She's a content creator. She's everything. And we're going to get in the room and we're going to see what's going on in her world. So y'all just tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to come on in. There's no other place to beat in with the RC9INTERVIEWS. Let's get to it. And she's in the building. She's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, she is in the building. Let's bring her in. Waiting for it to get in.
Hi.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Tired. My back hurts a little bit.
She's in time. My back hurt a little bit.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm Danny. So Danny Lionel was over here like scuffing down a patty real quick. I was trying to say, let me get my eat on real quick. I ain't eat all day. You know, in the hustle and bustle of things, and you realize, wait a minute, did I eat today? And so what had happened was I realized I didn't eat because my stomach started telling me that my headache started coming out. I was like, wait a minute, let me check out, see what's going on in the situation. You know how as creators, we get in the flow of things and we get caught up.
Yeah.
Lose track of time.
Trust me, I know.
That's what happened to me.
Well, today I had for lunch, I had baked cookies, ice cream with whipped cream.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Baked cookies, ice cream. It's not like you were just splurging.
I just whatever up. So
it's just whatever.
It was whatever.
ZULEE, I appreciate you for joining me tonight, taking time out of your busy schedule because I know you're busy. You're always on the move.
Oh my God.
Putting things together, putting shoes together, creating content. Keeping us entertained on the social media. Leveling up every second, every minute, every hour of every day.
Yes, it's tiring, but it's gonna pay off one day. So
it's definitely gonna pay off. They say you only can get out of it what you gonna put into it, right?
Yeah, it's
true.
So
you put in that work. So, without further ado, I just want to, present everybody to you here at the RC9INTERVIEWS, RC9INTERVIEWS. We have the one only ZULEE.
Hi.
And there's a few house rules, and those who are going to check in after this is over, and those who are here now. But tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to come on in. You see the airplane at the bottom. Go ahead and share it with your contacts, share it with your friends, your peoples. Throughout this interview, if people have questions, I'm gonna allow them the space to answer questions. If they want to go ahead in that comment box with the question mark down there, they could drop their question in there, and we're just going to get into everything about you, ZULEE. So just to kick it off.
Whoa!
What happened?
Sorry. Go ahead.
They have a Zoom feature right here?
Yeah, I just figured that out right now because I'm
trying to
lower these comp.
Right.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's good.
I just zoomed in my face. I was like, whoa.
Well, that's Instagram for you, right? Instagram they do the most over here nowadays. But that's rather interesting because you have me doing the same thing now. It's like, so just tell people, just give yourself a brief introduction. Let them know, your name, where you from, what I'm saying, what you do, and we're gonna get right into the question. We're gonna roll right into it.
All right, no problem. Okay, so my name is ZULEE. I'm a model in New Jersey. I'm sponsored by the Vision Room. Hope my team is down in here watching. I've been modeling since 2018, and I just started branching out into doing brand ambassadoring and creating. I also collab with a lot of different photographers and stuff. So this year, I just started that, so I'm reaching out to like any photographers who are upcoming that want to collab, so we both can work on content, and also anybody who designs clothes or has something that they want me to market for them. I've been working on that. So
she said that there we have it. So
there we
have it. So now, how long have you been a model?
I've been modeling since 2018.
Okay,
Yeah. So
2018. And like before modeling, what were you into? Like were you working just your regular 9 to 5?
so
Like
before modeling, I used to sing. I used to record in studios and work on like hooks with work on hooks with people and stuff like that. So I used to do that and work my 9 to 5.
mhm.
And then that's when I was decided I'm like, you know what, I want to try something new. So
Wow. So you was out there. You was a hustler out there. You was creating before started doing it for yourself. Full fledged.
yeah,
So
it was crazy because when I was in high school, I used to do a lot of singing competitions, and even after high school, like I would go to these little pubs and
mhm.
sing and stuff like that. So it was cool for a while, and then it just got like not. It just got boring. Like I
Right.
wanted to do something more. So
She said, "See that we gotta elevate." So you just reached a plateau. You say, "You know what? I capped out on this level. It's time to up it up another notch."
yeah,
Uh,
so I
Are,
was like,
uh,
yeah, try something new.
are you a New Jersey native?
Yes, I am born and raised.
Born and raised in Jersey. What's your nationality? What's your background? Um, because I hear the accent going on over there. I know you got some spices and flavor in there.
I'm Puerto Rican and Mexican.
Puerto Rican and Mexican.
Yeah, yeah,
Talk about it now. Come on, now I talk about that Puerto Rican
yeah.
and Mexican.
I'm a Latina.
So who's Puerto Rican? Who's Mexican?
Okay, so my mom is Puerto Rican and my dad is Mexican.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, nice. And so you grew up in Jersey, born and raised in Jersey.
yeah.
What part of Jersey?
Perth Amboy.
Okay, Perth Amboy. Shout out to the
Yeah,
Amboys out there.
yeah.
On the Parkway, you said Amboys. Next
I
right.
love my Amboy people.
That's what's up. So getting into the whole, you're an influencer. We're gonna talk about you being an influencer. We're talking about you being a model, a content creator, just a businesswoman and at large as a whole. Know you, the Vision Room. You're part of the Vision Room, right? And
Yes.
that's your team and who you rock with. We just want to dig into this whole world of being an influencer, being a model in this day and age. Would you consider yourself, an Instagram model?
No, I want to stay away from being an Instagram model. Like, I want to say, my portfolio um, is on Instagram, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to consider myself like, I'm an influencer. I want to say more of an influencer because, the story behind my modeling is like a whole different world, and a lot of people are inspired by it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say more like an influencer on Instagram, not a model like
Okay.
on
I,
Instagram.
that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Because I always, have not really have a hard time differentiating between model and an Instagram model, like because there's so many different categories. Just like you have categories for you're a high fashion model, and you may be a lifestyle model, you may be an urban model. You get what I'm saying? So it's so many
Right.
different categories, and there's if somebody consider themselves an Instagram model, that's fine. It's no shade. That's
Right,
just
right,
their
right.
thing. That's what they want to do. I always like to, get an understanding what avenue that you're coming from, as far as in your professional career. So what I also wanted to get into is how you even got into modeling. Like before you said doing this, you said you were doing hooks and stuff, and you were doing singing. So let's go back. Let's rewind. Like
Oh my God.
let's
So
rewind because you got some talent in there, and I know that everything that we're seeing right now, everything that's being displayed online right now, is just things that were inside of you already that just
yeah.
developed over time, and now you're emerging into in a different way, in a different light for all of us to see in the social media world. So talk about your previous years and the Amboys, Perth Amboys. What did you do? You were doing stage plays and stuff.
I was just singing, doing competitions, singing on hooks, and that was just basically it. How I became a model was very personal. Like, I was in a relationship, and I kind of lost myself in that relationship. I gained the most weight. I was like 200 pounds. I had
Wow.
no self-love. Like,
Mhm.
I had a lot of insecurities that just like any other woman would have if their boyfriend or girlfriend was cheating on them and stuff like that. So I had a lot of like buildup of negativity, right?
Mhm.
So when that relationship was over, I decided I was living in a basement,
Mm.
right? Because I got kicked out, and I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Like, I don't feel good. I'm not where I want to be.
Right.
So I decided to start loving myself within. So I
Mm.
said, all right, well, I got to hit the gym. If
Hmm.
it, in order to feel good within, I got to feel good outside, right?
Right.
So I hit the gym. I lost maybe like 30 pounds. I ended up, getting like 3 jobs to get out of the basement, to move into somewhere way better with more
Mm.
space. Um, and then, in 2018, I had a friend that like she used to do plus size modeling, and I used to admire her. I was like, damn, like I wish I had that confidence. I lost a little weight, but now I don't know where to go. Like
Mm.
like I was just lost. So I put on Facebook, I was like, yo, I want to try out modeling. Like I want to know what's up. So Jay, she's the owner of the Vision Room. She's the one
Okay.
that created the Vision Room. She messaged me and she was just like, well, come to my studio. Just grab a photographer and just come by. So I'm like, oh, word. So I was like, okay, anybody wants to shoot me? I need a
Mm.
photographer. So my friend Stephanie was like, I'll shoot you. I'm an amateur, but so are you. I think this will be great.
Mm.
So we ended up, it was in August in 2018, I remember. And I shot in like Nike sneakers and a onesie. And I was
Okay.
like, I got my makeup done by Sandy. He's part of my team as well. He's my makeup artist. And then we were all like amateurs. Me, Jay just opened the space. It
So
was like,
everybody's on the same page. Nobody's like seasoned. Everybody's just
no,
starting out.
I feel like where we are now as a team, like we're seasoned and we're like baked. Like we're good. We're almost there. We're almost ready, to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it.
Wow.
And then from there, like, me, Jay, and Sandy, we all built like a relationship, and we were just like, yo, let's create more content. Let's get more people in, and like let's do this shit. Like this is, I see something great.
So even while you building a team and everybody's coming together, like one connection led to another, and you start forming, all the pieces to the puzzle that created the Voltron of the squad.
Yeah.
What we have today. What what was your first shoot like? What was your first experience? No, I know you
Shoot.
said you had on a Nike sneakers and a onesie. What was that first experience like? Getting behind the camera for the very first time.
Oh, it was hard. I didn't know how to pose. I didn't know what to do with my face. Um I just didn't know what to expect when I was shooting. I was just like very camera shy. And
Mm.
and they're like, "Come on, Zulie, you could take all these selfies of your booty, and you could take all these selfies like in the mirror."
Oh, you was a selfie queen, huh?
Man, I loved selfies. I felt like I was really good at selfies. So
Wow.
and then within time, like, I've met a lot of people, and I met a lot of people that inspired me to be better, like be a better model, be a better
Okay.
person, and stuff like that. And this year, I feel like I grew business wise,
Okay.
like, so I don't know if I'm going like over the question, but I'm
No,
just
no, you good. Because one of the things I wanted to get at is um your first experience, like I said, you were green. Everybody on your team was pretty much learning together,
yeah.
and and it's good that you guys were all able to come up together. That's a good advantage, and able to form that chemistry and go through the struggles and go through the trials and tribulations together.
Mhm.
Did you have any? When you said let me give a shot at the modeling, you wanted to get into it. Did you have any idea of what it may have consisted of? Because as we see you on Instagram, we see everybody, doing photography, see so many people doing shoots and this and that. And then you have different categories of models, and obviously you'll be in the plus size
Yeah.
category, correct? So did you ever think like, I can't do this? Or would you ever shame because of your size and thinking that you couldn't measure up to the standards of other women out there?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a size, well, when I started, excuse me, I was like a size 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
A woman who is a size 12 and up is considered plus size.
Mm-hmm.
Although I carry my weight nicely and proportioned, I was getting a lot of backlash, like, you're not a plus size model. This is what a plus size model looks like. And it kind of made me feel like, damn, I don't think I can do this, because I guess I'm not what people expect me to be,
Okay.
And then I realized, I was like, you know what? I can create myself and be who I want to be. And if I feel like I fit in the criteria of being a plus size model, that's what I'm gonna be.
Mm.
And I don't. And it was hard. I hit plateaus. I hit a time from 2008 to now. Like, I didn't want to create anything. I was distracted. Like, I didn't. I was just like, oh, maybe this wasn't for me.
Wait a minute. You said you started when?
18.
2018. So from that time you say, oh, maybe this is not for me. So you're dealing with a lot of, I guess, personal challenges, overcoming. It was insecurities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Personal insecurities, then the pressure from the industry in itself.
Yeah.
And the examples and what we see, we're bombarded with certain looks and certain things, like, wow. So you have to tread through all of this, all this pressure and all these things, and but somehow, some way you made it through.
Yeah.
Is it because of the team you have that helped you to get through, or what was it that click that really made it stay for you? So, I'm gonna try this thing out. I'm gonna be resilient and I'm gonna press on in spite of.
So Jay is a huge inspiration to me. She really pushed me to become who I am today. Mm-hmm. But I felt like I really needed that one good shoot. That mm-hmm. one shoot that I had to go, like, who is that? Like,
right.
So I feel like I worked with Dreams Over Everything. His name is Nadir, and his partner Ashara. Mm-hmm. And we did like a beauty shoot. Okay. Right. And I was like, wow, like, this came out amazing. Like, mm-hmm. And then that's when I realized, like, I don't want to give up. I shouldn't give up. Like, I had to kind of like see it, mm-hmm. see it for myself. Like, okay, Zuleka, you have potential. Mm-hmm. Don't waste it. And that's exactly those exact words that Jay used to tell me all the time. Mm. So that's inspired. That is what inspired me to keep going.
Mm. Do you have any models in the industry who's like on a higher end that you look up to, that you fashion yourself after? Like, you know what, I could be the next so and so. Do you have any people you look up to?
Yeah, I do look up to Denise Mercedes. She is a Dominican plus size model on Instagram.
Okay.
I love how she is very confident in her curves, and she's Latina. She's like, she mm-hmm. we kind of like relate,
Okay.
And in person, like, I didn't meet her personally, but she went to the vision room, and Jay told me she's like a sweetheart. And I'm like dying to meet her. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe she went to the vision room and I wasn't there. But, I look up to her. Mm. She's amazing.
That's good. Because, everybody some people have, indirect influences and people who they work side by side with who influence them to, level their game up or, fuel them to go to distance. I noticed on your Instagram page something you wrote in your bio, the caption, and one of the things says, "Don't be afraid to be the full package." Mm. Talk about that. What does that mean? Don't be afraid to be the full package.
Cause when I put that in my bio, I said this year, in the year 2021, because I changed my bio a little bit. I'm revamping my page for the new year. Mm. When I chose that like that phrase, I said, this year I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone. I'm not gonna be afraid to be sexy but classy. Mm-hmm. I want to do more aesthetic shoots, more editorial shoots. I want to step out of my boundaries, my comfort zone, and cross boundaries. Okay. I want to be the full package. I want a photographer or an agency to look at me and say, she could do it all.
Mm.
She's not scared, you know, and she has a great support system behind her. Like, this girl, she's it.
Right.
So that's why I it was kind of like a reminder, like, Zuleka, don't be afraid to be whatever it is that you need to be. Like, kill it.
Are you currently published?
No, I'm not.
Yet.
No. Yet.
Yet.
We're gonna
we're
gonna put it out there in the universe that soon I will be.
And now, are they? I know there are so many magazines out here. You probably could submit your pictures to, and they probably publish it. But is there any particular magazine that you're looking to get into that your team is targeting? And is there are there magazines that you just won't be a part of, for whatever reason?
I haven't really thought about it, like being on a magazine, or, you know, like, that's something that I definitely wanted to work on this year. I actually met someone last week who works for modeling agencies, and she wants to, like, her name is Sachi, and she wants to create comp cards for me. I never knew what a comp card was. I don't know if you know what a comp card is.
Yeah, I definitely know. I used to model. I know.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to create a comp card for me, so I'm like, cool, let's do that, you know. And she wants to put me on in different, like, modeling agencies and stuff like that. I'm like, let's do the damn thing. Like, I'm down, you know. But any magazine in specific, I haven't really thought about it. But now, I will.
I know you had mentioned about your team. You say you guys are getting there. You're almost there. You're like, you're almost there to that, I guess, that goal, whatever your team goal is. What is that goal that you're you know, you guys have in view that you want to go ahead and get a hold of, and that's going to catapult you to the next level? What is the ultimate end game for you?
We want to just I really can't answer that for the whole entire team, because everybody in my team has a different role and a different goal. But I know for me, it would be, you know, getting signed and bringing my team with me. Like, you know, we're all creatives, and I feel like if I get signed, I'm going to bring all my photographers with me, you know, my makeup artists and stuff like that. Like, they will be like my go-tos. And, you know, that's my goal for, you know, if anything was to happen.
Now, how realistic do you think that goal is? And the only reason why I say this, because, you know, when you get signed, the agency, they got their own rules and agenda and who they work with. And you know, and not saying that you wouldn't, you know, once you get to that level that you desire, but, you know, for the most part, it's like, nah, we got our own photographers, we got our own people. They may, you know, depending on how the contract is set up. Yeah. How are you prepared to deal with that? And I don't know how tight your team is. Not saying your team is not tight, and they understand. Because when you say team to me, the way I'm taking it is this a team, meaning that everybody's doing their own thing individually, but they're just collaborating, supporting you, and pushing you, or how is this team set up? The structure set up? Is everybody okay? So like, say, you know, we feel like let's take it Rockefeller Records, right? Jay-Z, he was the man. He was, you know, even though he was the owner, he was, you know, he was the man, the face of the whole record label, and so everything was pushing his agenda because, you know, Jay make it, the whole record label was going. So is it like that with you? Are you the face of the team and everybody's pushing you, or is everybody just doing a separate thing and they just happen to be collaborating? Right.
No, everyone's doing their own thing.
Okay.
But how I look at it, and maybe if I'm wrong, they'll correct me later, but if, let's say, someone gets like a deal or anything, like, we all eat because you came from, you know, the vision room, and that's what I'm assuming. Like, maybe that's not really a good thing to expect, but I don't know. I guess, you know, when it happens, we'll know, you know.
Right.
Because it's not really good to expect anything, because you know, you're right. Let's say I do get signed, and, you know, the agency has specific rules that, you know, they have their own photographer, their own makeup artists, and stuff like that. I would have to respect it, obviously. But I know myself and my heart, and, you know, the type of person I am. If I eat, we all eat.
And we all eat. Like, one go, we all go.
You know, that's just how I look at things. And if, let's say, they can't, like, we can't collab with my agency, it's all about networking. I'm gonna hook them up with the next person so they could get paid. Everyone gotta eat with my team. So
absolutely. And like growing up as did you play any sports in school?
I was a cheerleader. That's a sport.
It is. It is. Do you know
It's a sport.
it is? They have competitions and everything. They
Yeah,
definitely do.
it was
So,
crazy.
but that I just have you always been a go getter as a kid, like very independent and very like this is
Yeah.
what I'm going to get it regardless.
My mom hated it. It was like a blessing and a curse at the same time because my mom was like, "I'm so proud of you," and then she'll be like, "You need to chill. Like, you need your mom, you need us, and whatever. You need to stop being so stubborn." Like, I've been living on my own since maybe like 19.
Okay.
I want to say, yeah, like 19 years old. I've been living on my own, and I went from basement to basement to basement to living with a partner, and I was all over the place. So. Yeah, I do have a lot of like independent
Right. Qualities and traits.
Yeah.
And so you going like being on your own at 19, was that a choice of yours to be on your own? Like you said
Yeah.
That was a choice. So you say, you know what, I'm out of here, I'm doing my own thing. And even though you made a decision, and I guess that helped you and develop strength, and you learned quicker, and you grew up. You're 19 years old. Technically, you're still a kid, right? So you grew up faster.
Yeah.
And you
I
put yourself in positions where you had to.
That what?
Yeah, so you put yourself, you were in positions where you just had to get it. You had to make it happen.
I had to, yeah. I kicked myself out of the nest, and I was like, what am I doing? I kicked myself out. It was, my mom didn't want that, but I saw how independent my mom was. I was raised without a father. My mom never depended on a man. My sisters are so independent, and like they did everything on their own. So I kind of like watched that growing up, and I said it to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna be independent.
So you were locked it in your mind. Said, I'm gonna be independent.
That I was seasoned that way. Like
right.
So
having that trait, I know you said you're Puerto Rican and Mexican. Like, what did you experience in your home as far as were your mother and father living together?
No, I was raised without my dad. And I was living with my mom. She's Puerto Rican, and it was funny. It was funny because since I wasn't raised with my father being around, I've always considered myself just Puerto Rican.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I'm Boricua, I'm Puerto Rican. Like, Mexican? No, I'm not Mexican. Until up to maybe 5 years ago, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago, I found my father. Well, my sister found me, and then I connected with him. And that was a life changer.
In Jersey?
Yeah, no, she lives in North Carolina.
Oh, she
found me on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And that was like a game changer for me, because then that's when I started embracing my Mexican side, and getting to know where my roots and stuff like that, and my Mexican family and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay.
How old were you at that time when you found him?
I want to say like 26, 27. Okay. I was older already. And
I was grown. I've been out the house since 19. I was grown.
No, I was grown, but like I just growing up in a Puerto Rican household, like that's all I knew was my Puerto Rican side.
And so now at 26, you started embracing your Mexican side. Got a hold of your sister, your father, whatever have you. So when that meeting happened, or when you made that connection, that link, how did you feel at that point? Did you feel like a part of you was missing, is now that voice being filled, or what? Okay.
Hell yeah. And I was going, okay, so in my early 20s, I was wild. Like, I used to party, drink, the whole night. I was lost. Like, I was a lost little girl. I could say little girl. And then, I just felt like maybe that was because I was missing something. I didn't have, like, a father figure.
Was you a gangster out there? Look like you were the type out there rolling with the bad boys. You know what I'm saying?
I was bad.
Turn up.
I was bad. Every weekend from like Thursday to Sunday, I was out partying. Like, I don't care. Like, it was, I'm hungover, pop an Advil. I'm back at it again. Like, it was just really bad.
Wow.
It got sometime, like, before, like, I found my sister, or my sister found me, whatever. Like, I was just lost. Like, I didn't know where to go. Like, and then I met them, and then, like, it kind of felt like, oh, like weight lifted off my shoulders, and I was like, damn, these people are really nice, and I know that they're trying to help me, and I don't want them to see the ratchet side of me, the crazy side. Like, I want them to see, like, a grown woman,
Right.
So they kind of, like, helped me get out of that riptide of, like, craziness,
Okay. Wow, that's good. And would you say that's like beginning the turning point in your life where you started evolving more and more into a woman and being more responsible and accountable?
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. I felt like, when I found I keep saying when I found my sister. When my sister found me, it was around the same time I just came out of a relationship, a really toxic relationship.
Okay.
And I was already down in the trenches, and she, like, lifted me up, and I felt like I had more strength to get over what I was going through. I just felt like God did. I don't know what your faith is like, but I really,
I'm a believer. I love the Lord.
Yeah, so do I. Like, I just felt like he placed things in my life in order for me to get out of living in the flesh, I guess you could say.
Absolutely.
And I thank him every day for it.
Wow.
I wouldn't be here, like.
Wow. So do you feel like so now it's like almost like you're coming into your purpose?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you like you said, you had cheerleading, you didn't grow up without your dad. You only recognized your the Puerto Rican side of your family, your bloodline. And I guess obviously without your father being there, it kind of was an imbalance. You left at 19 on your own. And I'm quite sure, I'm correct me if I'm wrong, quite sure your mom did the best she could do with you.
Oh yeah, always, yeah.
Right. And so, with anybody who's missing either that parent figure in their life, I'm quite sure there's some kind of voice in our life. We go through a lot of turmoil, but it seemed like the things that you've been through shaped you to be who you are today, being a model, being an influencer, being a brand ambassador. You have a team now. Like you're doing great things. Like you're out here. It's like you're moving different. You're moving at a different frequency. You know what I'm saying? And so even now, with all that you've been through, whether it's toxic relationships, like you said, out there wilding, drinking, just partying it up, this and that. Like, do you find yourself to be? I'm touching on influencer party now.
Go ahead, yeah.
So do you find yourself that it's your obligation now to set an example, being that you have this platform now? You have over 10K followers. You know what I'm saying? So now you have a platform. You have a lot of eyes on you, watching you. People who know you, but some people who don't know you, and some people are gonna want to know your story. You know what I'm saying? Do you share your story with people? Do you use your platform as a way to engage people who've been through things like you, maybe dealing with the identity crisis? Because you didn't receive the Mexican side of your life, right?
Yeah.
You didn't have your father, right? You left at 19. Like, do you feel that the world we live in now, it's driven by social media, glitz and glamour, and all this, and everybody doing the OnlyFans world we live in now? Getting the bag and stripping. And I don't know if you did anything.
No, not out of that. Like, I respect anybody who's getting it, but no, I didn't go there. I didn't go that route. Right. I kind of thank God that, like, I stopped the madness where I had to, because I felt like if I didn't stop it, I probably would have been in that mix, And I feel like, I'm not saying
what kept you out of that mix though? What kept you out of it? Because you could have easily been in that mix, because you said about 26, right? That it really started developing. You started, evolving to being the full package, as you would say, the full package. What things in your life kept you from going that route?
I knew that around that time I found my purpose, right? And I wanted to kind of be different. I knew what was trending, right? I knew that, being half naked on Instagram, not saying that it's bad or anything, because everybody has their own style, but I wanted my own style. And I felt like I can look good in my body without exposing myself. And I wanted to brand myself differently. I wanted to move differently. I know that everybody's, you know, they say sex sells. It does. And not knocking anyone's hustle or whatever, but that's just not where I wanted to take my brand. And I know it's going to take me longer to go where I want to be, but I'm going to do it with morals. Like, you know, self-respect. And that's what my brand is about. Self-love, self-respect, getting over traumas, healing. Like, that's just what my brand represents.
Oh, that's great. Self-love, you say getting over traumas, you know, getting healing, self-respect, self-love, you know,
every day I'm healing. Every day, everyone, if you're on that journey of healing, it never stops.
It's an everyday process.
Everyday process. And, you know, you're going to keep evolving and keep, you know, I mean, my faith, again, this is where my faith comes in. I keep on praying and I ask God, like, listen, if this is not in, you know, in the, you know, books, blueprint for me, this is not what you want from me, I'm going to accept it. Because I, like, my motto, and Jimmy, he's on my team, my motto is God's redirection is his protection. And he redirected me. He says, Zuleika, this partying, this, you know, this crazy lifestyle you're living, your mindset, I'm changing that around. I'm going to shake things up a little bit for you so you can get scared and turn to me. But he redirected me, and this is why I am here, and this is why I want to, like, share my story.
Great.
So,
wow, that's a beautiful thing. And you know what? And being an influencer, I think it's very important to have those morals and have that kind of vision and insight and self-awareness about yourself. You know, you got to take care of yourself and, you know, do your own healing and recognize that this healing is an ongoing thing. It's a continual process. Because, you know, we have so many examples out here, some good, some bad, but it's good to know that you're using your platform and being a beacon of light for the community that you represent, the followers that you have, and the people that you're going to touch with your story, you as a model, you as an influencer, you as a content creator, and I know so many more other layers to you that has yet to be developed or be seen by the masses. I believe you're a gifted individual.
Thank you.
And the fact that you, like I said, have purpose and you have standards, it just speaks volumes for you as a person. That's that full package we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the full package.
Now, let's talk about, you know, we know you say you don't consider yourself an Instagram model.
No.
You're an influencer.
Influencer, yeah.
And so what, like, even in the business of, because we know pictures and speak to people, and that's Instagram for, you know, we do shoots and we put a lot of time and effort. You put a lot of time and effort in doing makeup, doing hair, prepping for shoots, and getting everybody on one accord so you could present, you know, the final product in a way that's going to, like, blow people away. Tell us, what does it take, you know, talking to the model part of you, what does it take to bring everything together, bring that vision together?
Oh man, we're prepping for makeup, and oh my god, it's like a whole, like, step thing. So, you know, the first thing I would do, I'm very big on collabs. You know, since Jay gave me the opportunity to collab with her, and it opened a lot of doors for me, I like to collab with people who are upcoming as well, right?
Right.
I would hit up the photographer, makeup artist, whoever's upcoming, ask them to collab. They have the opportunity to work with me, and from there we create like a vision board.
Okay.
Right. The makeup artist will tell me what her vision is. The photographer will tell me what his vision is, and, like, we'll execute it. Okay. So I want to say, if you're asking me how long it takes, the process, I want to say about like 2 or 3 weeks. It takes a while because, you know, a lot of people, and I'm people sometimes, my communication skills need a little, like, dusting.
Right.
Because we are all busy, but we are all creators. So it takes a few weeks, and we just have to work on the communicate. If our communication was a little bit more better, I feel like things would get done, like, quicker. Or I feel like if money was involved, forget it. Everybody, in 3 days, that would be done. Yeah. But I just feel like with collabs, it takes a little longer. But yeah.
So with the collabs, do you usually come up with the vision, or the photographers come up with the vision, or yeah, just
I like for the photographer to come up with a vision. Why? Because I want to be their muse. I want to be their model, right? I want you're an upcoming photographer or upcoming makeup artist. Show me what you got. And I like to give people that opportunity that to express themselves.
Right.
There's some days that I do hit up a photographer and I tell them, listen, I got this in mind. Do you know how to do this? Or if you wanna, I give people opportunities.
Right.
I'm like, do you wanna try it out, whatnot? We try it, and if it's for you, you'll know. And I feel like I like to give that back to the community, like small businesses or upcoming, artists, because I received that opportunity.
Wow, man, that's good. You're paying it forward. Like when you work with a photographer, what are some things, even makeup artists and just other people in general, hairstyles? What are some things that you look for in particular? The flows you work with, because there's things like chemistry. You gotta have chemistry. You gotta be able to flow together and work together. What are some specific things that you look for?
Professionalism, punctuation, like if you're punctual,
right.
I also look for, like, again, the chemistry, and to see, like, I like to have conversations, like deep conversations with artists to see where their head is at. If this is something you love and this is something that you have a passion for, I know it's going to work out.
Right.
Because that passion is what, like, keeps things flowing. But if you're like, oh, this is just a hobby, or this is just something I do part-time, I just want to try it out, like, I'm going to know that it's,
Right. You want to rock with somebody who's on the same frequency and intensity as you.
Yeah.
Because they got work to do. Now, we've talked offline about a few things, and I want to touch on, like we say, the professionalism and just the business aspect of it, because even with collabs, generally is not a compensated thing.
Right.
You're helping the photographer's helping you. It's a joint venture. So when it comes to that, how do you? So people like to waste people's time. First of all, there instances, and I do photography myself, and I know it's instances where people put in the time, effort, energy, travel, whatever, to prepare for a shoot. And when it's all said and done, what do you do when you don't like pictures? You get the pictures back. This is not how I envisioned this. I don't like this edit, or if you don't even get the pictures back at all.
My goodness. So that was something this year I've dealt with a lot. And it's not fun. It's not fun that you put in all that work and all that time, and it's, the gas costs, the tolls, and all that, for you to not get what you expected, right? That's why, like, expecting is not that great. Like, in anything in general, life in general, expecting is horrible. But I know now with those experiences, like, I was gonna take that going forward, like for 2021, like I wanted to create contracts with turnaround times, usage of my photos and stuff like that. I felt like now with where I'm at business wise, I need to set a little bit more standards and, like, boundaries.
Right.
I think it's horrible that, for example, like, me as a model, I take pictures with a photographer and it takes them about 2 or 3 months for them to give me my content.
Right.
That kind of ruins relationships between you and the model.
Right.
And that's something that I don't like, having bad relationships with anyone. So therefore, that's why I'm going to create these contracts.
Right. And it also separates you apart from the typical Instagram model. Like, you mean business. Like, here's my contract. These are my standards. These are my, the things that I expect, and vice versa. And if they don't respect that, that helps you the weeding out process of who you work with, who you don't work with.
Exactly.
Because some people get intimidated by it. It's like, oh, contract. What I sign this for?
Exactly. And I just want to be taken a little bit more serious. Like, I feel like I take my craft seriously. I take other people's crafts seriously, and I just feel like just because it's a collab, we're both benefiting each other.
Absolutely.
You know, I feel like I have a good following, and you know, if you ever wanted a shout out, which I always shout out my photographers, my makeup artists, anybody who's involved in my projects, they are shouted out. And I'm taking the time to do that, and you know, like I feel like we're both eating, we're both good, you know. Absolutely. Because let's say from one of my following, someone reaches out to you and they're like, oh, I saw you on ZULEE's page. Can we like network? Can we do something? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you like mess up relationships like that,
it's not a good look.
It's not. So
it's not a good look at all. And even with that, you know, talking about the whole business aspect of it, you know, time is money and money is time.
Yes.
You know? So, you know, your time is valuable. It's just because we're not exchanging cash or Cash App or PayPal and whatever, how we make a transaction, doesn't mean that, you know, your time is not equally or more valuable than that. I want to talk about social media real quick. You know, you have 10.3K followers on there, and I see right now you only have about 9 posts on there. How do you work your social media? How did you get to 10K? Tell people who want to know the secrets of how you get to 10K. How did you pop off?
Oh my God. Okay, so before I got my 10K, I was at like 8,000, right?
And this is just you on some regular regular profile.
Regular profile, posting personal things, mirror selfies, you know.
How long have you had your account?
Oh man.
For a while?
Yeah. Like I think over 10 years, I want to say, because I had another account, it was Jersey Marie, but it was like written differently. But that account got deleted. Okay. So I recreated Jersey Marie with the underscore. So I just started using that one. But I've always been Jersey Marie.
So wait a minute. So this particular account with Jersey Marie, how old is this account?
I want to say maybe like 8 years.
Okay.
I want to say, I'm not really sure, but what was the question again?
No, basically just wanting to know how do you grow your audience? How do you engage your audience? And you know, at what point did you see a shift in the audience from that 8,000 to the 10K? Was there a surge at one point?
Let me tell you. Okay, so it actually happened during the pandemic. Okay, that's funny. So I don't know if you're familiar with Romeo Santos.
Okay, no.
He's a singer, bachata singer. He's a Dominican bachata singer, and he had a concert on YouTube, and he had a hashtag. They were promoting like these beers, and I was just chilling throughout the pandemic because I wasn't working or anything. And I'm watching the concert, I'm singing, I have my wine, and I'm like, yo, I told my best friend Angeli, I was like, Angeli, record me singing this part, record me. So I had my wine, and I was like, hashtag it too. So I'm singing, and I hashtag it, and then like his fan page reposted me. And I was just like, oh my God, somebody reposted me. So from there, like I just started getting followers. Like every day I was getting like 100-something followers. I'm like, is
really?
Like, yeah, I was like, was I hacked? Like, and I would get like weirdos, like weird people, and I'm like, this has to be a hack. But then I was just like, wait a minute. But my likes were getting up there, and like you know, a lot of people were like reaching out to me to collab and stuff. I was like, wow, this is dope. Like,
you just went viral for a second.
I went viral for a second. That's what I'm looking for, another viral
moment, right?
Miracle to happen. Like, come on. But it was fun. And now this year, 2021, I want to go up, you know, with my followers. I want to engage more with my followers. So that is something that I haven't planned to.
Now with the followers, and it's always the debatable conversation. You know, everybody has their own technique of how they engage their audience, and you know, using their insights and things of that nature. And you know, we live on the social media. It's the picture game, and then it's the number game. Yeah. And then, you know, we live in this age. So, how important do you think are the numbers?
Like, they're very important, because whoever's clicking that heart, is looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what's most important is, yes, is the numbers, but also who you're trying to interact with, like who you want to engage with. If,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, me as a model, I want to interact with women more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to inspire women. However, my interaction numbers are up there with men.
Okay, right.
So I feel like that's also important
Mm-hmm.
on who you want to engage with. So it's kind of like working through that. That's hard too.
Right.
That's hard.
It's a whole system here.
Yeah.
Do you control your social media account by yourself? Do you have like people that helps you with your
Well,
social?
yeah, I have Jay. She helps me run my social media sometimes because I do work a 9 to 5 and it's hard to like post every second or show like reply back to my inbox sometimes and stuff. So I do have her running my Instagram sometimes.
Wow. And I know you said earlier that you want the message out there, self love, self care, and so on and so forth. Do you have a specific a target audience?
I do. I mean, I don't know. You know what? I don't. I say I do because I thought I wanted to like interact more with women, but overall, like I want to interact with everybody because I feel like what I went through, guys also go through it,
Right.
And with children, like if I have any children following me, younger people, I want them to look at me and feel inspired. Like, I don't want to go what ZULEE went through, or
Right.
let's say a teenager is growing through that now. I want them to be like, I want them to know my story and see it and learn from it.
Nice.
So I want to say everybody.
Okay. And do you currently do like speaking engagements or anything, or if somebody
No, but that's
like,
in
hey,
my plans.
that's in your
That's in my
plans?
plans.
Good. Listen, so anybody listening right now needs some speakers, need ZULEE to come and speak to your kids, speak to your women's group, men's group, whatever group. Like,
Let me know.
hit her
I
up.
love
She's
talking.
Here, right? She's here for it. Now, do you see traveling in your plans for your career, for what you're doing, the modeling and
For
so on?
sure. Yes. I actually want to hit a couple states in 2021. I know that we're going through this pandemic and it's scary to travel right now, but I visited Florida a lot and I really like how in Miami specifically they had like an art strip.
Okay.
I want to shoot there. There's certain places I would love to shoot in. I want to go to Texas, Arizona,
Okay.
maybe Cali.
Why maybe Cali?
Oh my God, because I've never been on an airplane more than 4 hours.
Oh wow.
I'm scared of being on airplanes more than 4 hours. So
Really?
I mean, it's bad. You know what? I get just being on an airplane in general, like I get nervous. I read like 6 chapters in 2 hours going to Florida, from Jersey to Florida, because I was so nervous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what, settle out. All you gotta do is go skydiving and jump out of a plane and get rid of that fear.
Nah. No, I could never. Listen, I went ziplining a couple years ago to kind of face the fear of heights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still scared. Like I would never do it again.
She said it's a no for me, dog.
No.
It's wow. So you got a lot going on. I mean, you have some great things that you're doing. You have any collaborations that's coming up?
Yes, with you.
Ah.
And I'm also working with Sachi. It's Snapped. We have a whole vision ready. And let me see. This upcoming weekend, I have a photo shoot with Color Me Rouge. She's an Indian makeup artist. So you're going to see me in nice, beautiful Indian dresses. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to be there all day. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be working with Courtney. She's a makeup artist and she's done makeup for I don't know, Swati.
Okay.
I don't know. Am I saying it right?
Who is that person?
She's a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah,
I know
she's
you.
done her makeup, so she's kind of like up there. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to work with her, and I'm also working on a music project.
Oh, wait, your
I
own
feel like
personal music project?
this is my first one. I have never done this before. I feel like Diddy, but
Really?
it's like making the band. So what this project is, I have like 4 rappers, right?
Mhm.
And we're gonna do a recap of 2020.
Okay.
Each rapper has their own style of rapping, right?
Mm.
And we chose the beat and everything. We're gonna record it Friday or tomorrow, and I might be singing on it. So
Really?
yeah, we're gonna do like a recap of 2020 of how good it was and how horrible it was. We're gonna do a video for it too, so be on the lookout for that.
Okay, so you working. Listen, you
Yeah.
working. How do you find the time to balance what you do, your creative side of you and your 9 to 5? How do you find the time to like just keep everything
They
going?
hate me. My 9 to 5 hates me because they're like, Zuleika, can you do this? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you listening? Yeah. And I get it done. But it's like I'm at work, but I'm not really at work because I'm
Mm.
at both jobs. You know, I don't know. It's so hard, and sometimes it gets stressful.
Mm.
But then I know it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day. You know.
Wow, that's an art in itself. Being able to find that balance and to stay focused and execute, and just
Yeah.
and not only just execute, but execute with precision and quality work.
Yes. And
So,
you know, and some I don't like using the excuse, hey, I'm at work, I can't talk to you, because I want to talk to you right there. I want to see, I want to see what's up, and so I try not to use that excuse because I can do both things. I know what I'm capable of. I know that at work I'm getting my work done and I'm doing it right, and because I do my work with my eyes closed, and
mm,
then I know that I can set up collabs and put them on my calendar and stuff. So I like to multitask. So
wow, that's good. So let's talk about this. Let's transition to something, and we want to touch on the brand ambassador part of you.
yeah.
Ah, so who do you currently work with now as a brand ambassador, or who you desire to?
So I was working with a lash lift kit called Lash Lift something Sky Eye something like that. I
Mm,
was doing I was promoting their lash kit. I also was promoting CBD water.
okay.
They reposted me on their page,
Mm,
and there's a lot of little brands that I've been like promoting on my page, which I took down only because I kind of wanted to steer away from it.
mm,
But I know that I'm capable of doing it. But
okay.
if anybody ever had like a brand that they wanted me to promote or whatever, I'm down to do it. But there's a few brands that I've marketed, I guess you can say. The ones I really want to work with is Fenty, of course.
Mm,
Everybody wants to work with Rihanna.
mm.
Fenty, I love Shane or
Okay.
Shine or I don't know. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You see my closet? It's like full of their clothes, and I have
Well,
a
we
problem.
should had you take us on a tour real quick.
Oh no! It looked like someone threw a bomb in there, and it's like Sheen garbage everywhere, but not garbage because I love my Sheen clothes. But whatever, that's a mess right there right now. But yeah, I want to work with them, and I tried working with Fashion Nova,
Mm,
but I feel like Fashion Nova has their vision of what a curvy model is.
right, right. The Fashion Nova was everybody was tagging Fashion Nova at one time. I don't see it as much now, but Fashion Nova was popping all over the gram with these models.
Yeah, man, and that was me. I was Peoples. I was the
She said,
one that
it was me. I was People's.
I was the one who was tagging, even if I had like an earring, a nose ring, or whatever. Like Fashion Nova, Fashion Nova.
Now,
Like
let's talk about that real quick. We want how effective do you think that is? Like, when people do the Fashion Nova, a whole bunch of people is tagging Fashion Nova. Then you got a whole group of people that's tagging Savage X Fenty. And then how do you think that's effective? To get noticed.
it's effective. If I feel like it's effective based on your following. If you
Mm,
have like that blue mark by your name, that blue check,
yeah.
you're getting in there. But if you're like me at 10K, you're not gonna get noticed. I feel like it's all about numbers. If you have that blue check by your name, you're it, and you're gonna be seen.
So now you say with the 10K, so you won't get noticed. That's like, dang, anybody under 10K ain't got no hope. But
no,
I've seen people with maybe 5K or 6K, and you go on their page and they got like 500 likes on pictures, like consistently, like 300, like yo. So what is it? Is it a combination? I think it's a combination of a lot of different things. I've seen people with a lot of followers and maybe and medium interactions, and then you see people with like under 10K that has a lot of interactions, but we don't know who are these people that are interacting with them. We don't know if they're just hardcore friends or whatever. We got people out here who's paying for likes and paying for followers, and some of them are just really organic. Like I know a lot of accounts is like about 7K, 5K, they're organic, and they post a picture without hashtags, and they 500 people.
It's like honestly, Instagram is tricky.
They always change the algorithms.
Yeah, I would think that like it was like the hashtag. It's hashtag because like people have found me like under New Jersey Model, and they're like, oh, I want to work with you. I found you under this hashtag. Like, so I thought it was hashtags. But what I thought about was some Instagram pages aren't real like people.
Right.
Like robots.
Yeah.
So yeah, your numbers are great, but are those people really real?
Right. And are they your target market?
Exactly. So, like you said too, like it's all about like you posting a lot and people following you, but it's just I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a jigsaw, but everybody trying to figure it out. Everybody just like Rubik's Cube. Everybody trying to figure the thing out.
Yeah, but
the basic code of the social media world.
Numbers bring you opportunity though. So and even though like let's say I have 10K followers and only 100 people like my picture, it's I feel like yes, it may be like robots or whatnot, but it's also opportunity for me because they'll be like, okay, this girl has 10K followers, but she only has 10K followers. She only has 100 likes. Maybe she wasn't using hashtags. I don't know. It's just like a weird. I'm trying to figure that out.
Right. It's all the social media is all. It's about perspective. Perception, perspective is subjective. But like you said, I do believe a lot of people initially look at the numbers and how many followers they got, and some people use that to determine whether or not they want to collab with somebody or they want to charge somebody. Right. Numbers. Like what kind of? Because at the end of the day, everybody want exposure. Everybody want to be seen. So if I work with you, how many people going to be seeing me? How many people you got in your audience that I can get exposed to?
Right.
And so, like you said, it brings opportunities for you in that regards. We do have a question here from RSVP Kaz. He said, "Are you a ambassador for any cosmetic lines? If not, are you open to it?"
Oh yes, definitely. I've worked with a cosmetic line. Her name was Kim Davis. And she's really like well known in the makeup industry, and I've collabed with her too. So I'm so open to doing.
Okay, so that's are you like specifically a brand ambassador for a makeup line right now?
Maybe like 2 years ago, but I'm open to it. Like again, I like to collab with people who are upcoming businesses to try to like put them out there and stuff like that. So I'm open to any small businesses or anybody who wants me to market their brand. I'm down.
Okay, that's good. See, you seem to be a person that's very easy to work with.
Yeah.
And give people an opportunity and benefit of the doubt. Long things pan out right and the energy is good and they're about.
In hopes that God would bless me back. Like I was given the opportunity. He gave me the gift. I want to keep gifting.
Right.
So even if it's like a collab and you're making, I don't know, a powder and you don't know if it's gonna look right, I'll try it on for you and I'll make it look pretty. Like let's work. So
that's what I'm here for. I'm an influencer. I'm a model. This is my job. This is what I do. This is what I do. Listen, what's that saying on your shirt? It says influence on your shirt?
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it.
There we go, influencer. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. And that's really a major title to to wear and adorn and understanding the weight of that title.
I love it. I love it, and hopefully this year is my golden year, and I blow up. Like, I'm gonna work so hard, and I want this so bad that I'm not willing to do whatever it takes, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm willing to do almost whatever, anything that's
almost.
Anything that's in alignment with your morals and everything, your good morals. Yeah. So, we rooting for you over here, and definitely, hopefully, we able to look back this in about a couple of years, and you see this interview and be like, I was just talking about this, and look where I'm at now. And look,
like, oh my God, her
like this time next year. This time next year, you up in Europe somewhere. You're in France and Australia.
God willing, yes.
So that's the goal. Do you I know your portfolios on your Instagram, but do you do runaway? Are you into runaway?
So I've never tried it. I almost had an opportunity for next year, but it just didn't work out. But I'm open to trying that. Like, I was presented that opportunity for next year, but after that one time, like, I haven't. But I'm down to do it. Like, I want to see how my walk is. Never thought about it.
She said, I want to see how my walk is.
I want to see it. Like, I watch America's
like
Top Model. And I'm like, wow, like, I wish I walked like that in heels when I go out.
They say nothing to it but to do it. Nothing beats a failure but a try.
I'm gonna look like a newborn deer, like like horrible.
Like Bambi, right? Bambi. Well, wait a minute, guys. Hey,
Yeah.
And I know we touched on it earlier, but you said you're hoping to be picked up by agency or agency recognize you. Are you currently submitting to agencies, using your pictures and portfolio to submit?
Well, that is something that I'm going to be doing for year 2021. Currently, right now, I'm creating my comp card.
Okay.
So once I get my comp card, that's it. I'm going to start submitting, applications and, putting myself more out there. Especially, like, now that I have, like, connections and I have people who are helping me, get to where I need to be. That is in the works right now. That's
great. Man, we touched on a lot of things. Touch on you as a model, as a brand ambassador. Touch on your life, touch on your purpose, the end goal. You have a solid team that's in your corner. That all y'all are pushing each other. So shout out to you and your entire team who's making this happen. We definitely wish nothing but much success for you and all that you're doing here, because you're already doing great things. It sounds like 2021 is jam packed with a lot of great opportunities for you.
I hope.
Yeah, so I just want to tell anybody who's listening, if y'all need as a brand ambassador, want to promote some products for you. I don't care if it was hair, makeup, clothing. Like, hit her up. Listen,
hit me up. Follow me.
Follow her not now, but right now. Y'all see the name up top. Go ahead and click on it. Follow right now. DM her, and she'll get back into you. Great energy. I look forward to working with you as well. Waiting for our other partner, Lauren, stylist. Hope she's well.
Yes.
Get back into it and create some epic content as well. But is anybody you want to shout out, specifically?
Well, I wanted to shout out the Vision Room, everyone on my team, obviously, Lauren. I also want to shout out Ash the Movement. She has her own brand. I want to shout out, who else? Everybody that supports me. Thank you.
That's everybody. I'm just
everybody gets a shout out. Thank you.
You get a shout out. You get a shout out. You get a shout out.
Matt, wait, hold on. Where's my Oscar? My award.
So, and I know your information is here. They can follow your Instagram, but is there any other contact information you want to give out, that people can follow as well?
Yeah, they can follow my Facebook. It's Zuleyka Marie. It's ZULEYKA Marie, MARIE. And I have TikTok, but I'm working on that. Once I get my TikTok popping, I'll put it on my bio.
That's it. Well, that's good. You know what? We got to stay up with the times, you know, as content creators, as people out in the media, we got to stay with TikToks, Instagrams, Facebook, whatever, anything else they come out with, we got to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job, but
It is.
Zulie, I want to say thank you for just joining us here at the RC99, RC9 interviews. It's definitely been a pleasure. I enjoyed this time.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Definitely. We look forward to, next year and see where you at. And, I know there'll be some major things. I can't wait till this end of the year review album come out, this project come out.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fire. It's going to be post-worthy. We're going to get so many likes, and hopefully this works out for you and as more than it works out for me. So, because you're a great personality, great person. And thank you for this opportunity. This was amazing.
No problem. Anytime, to God be the glory. I always say that. And, we are here doing what we do because this is what we're supposed to do. And this is what we're purpose to do. And you go ahead and we're gonna touch base with you. Remember, everybody who's listening here, make sure you follow her. Listen, you mess around. I think by this time next year, we're gonna see you on the cover of Max magazine or Vogue magazine or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, it's got that aura and that presence. So I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that for real.
All right. Well, you have a great night, and we'll be checking with you soon. Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for checking in with the RC99. It's your boy RC. We had the one and only Zulie on here. Make sure you go ahead and follow her _ Jersey Marie. She's doing her thing. She got a team. She got a plan. She got a goal. And she's going to get results. And 2021 is going to be a great and positive year for her. And we hope the same will be for you. Don't forget to check us out. Check all our previous interviews on this page. And also check us out on YouTube. That's where we upload our previous interviews as well on RC9 Visions and RC9 Interviews. Once again, y'all, thank you for checking us out. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, stay warm. If you're in the East Coast, it's cold out. Stay warm. And God bless and good night.